This brother of mine is a very big skeptic. You talked about recruitment, people with disabilities. I don't know whether you know something about the military, but one of the general eligibility criteria that I started with, number one was that the applicants must meet all the following conditions. A, be citizens of Uganda and possess a valid national identification card. And on health and fitness, I emphasized that they must be physically and medically fit and prepared to undergo the required tests. So if you are disabled in any way, I think this one knocks you out. Yes, we appreciate the people with disabilities in this country, but they can play other functions in our country, not necessarily in military service. Because the work we do is not some kind of party, it is serious work, and we want young Ugandans who are physically and medically agile and ready to undertake the required tasks within and without the country. The other one I emphasized was character. They must be law-abiding citizens with no criminal record, but also important that they should be recommended by our leaders at the local level, LOC 1, 2, 3, and the District Internal Security Officer. So that is on some Ugandans with disability. The other one was thinking, shall we get them? Who knows? That's why I'm here. That's why we are here. There are more Ugandans qualifying every year in many professional fields. At the last time of counting, I don't know how many universities we have in the country now. 40. Someone has said 40. So I think we have more than enough human resource base to get the numbers we need. The other one is that from previous experience, we have always been actually overwhelmed by numbers. And that's why we have this stringent requirements list. So we are not worried. What we are looking for is the passion and commitment for the individuals involved to come and serve their country. I hope I've answered you. I don't know what was the other point. How many numbers are we looking at? We are looking at a very significant number. And as long as people turn up with these kind of qualifications, we will endeavor to take them on as much as we can. The UPDF has grown in stature and size over the years. We are expanding. We have many projects. For instance, we have a fully fledged UPDF National Referral Hospital, which will commence operations, full-fledged operations very soon. And the more we have of competently qualified and willing Ugandans to serve, the better. So the issue of numbers, we will manage that. If you look across all these areas I've read, for instance, let us say the legal practitioners. You remember last year, after the ruling by the Supreme Court, which directed that the UPDF court-martial system should be structured in certain ways. Today, all chairpersons of the unit court-martials at all levels must be lawyers and advocates of the High Court. So you can see our demand for qualified legal practitioners has gone up. So we encourage all Ugandans to apply who are young and willing and meet the specified qualifications. My name is Colonel Chris Magezi, and I'm the Acting Director, Defense Public Information, Minister of Defense and Veteran Affairs, and the Uganda People's Defense Forces. I don't know whether I'm being picked clearly. So I'm here to share with you and Uganda the onset of a major recruitment drive by the Uganda People's Defense Forces across a range of general and professional disciplines this financial year 2026-2027. It is a long written statement, but I'm sure I will do it justice, and you will pick the relevant points you need to highlight. The Uganda People's Defense Forces is recruiting qualified Ugandan citizens to serve in regular and professional positions, and the Uganda National Population and Housing Census 2024 will inform the recruitment quotas for the respective cities and districts of Uganda. General eligibility criteria. Applicants must meet all the following conditions. A. Citizenship. They must be adult Ugandan citizens and possess a valid national identification card. Health and fitness. They must be physically and medically fit and prepared to undergo the required medical tests. Character must be law-abiding citizens with no criminal record whatsoever. And on recommendation, applicants must be signed by the LOC1, LOC2, and LOC3 chairpersons, the GISO or DISO, and the resident district commissioner. Applicants must also be residents of the area in which they apply. The recruitment process will be divided in phases, and they will flow as follows. Phase 1 will be online application, and will start from 10th June to 24th June 2026. All aspiring candidates must submit their applications online through the official UPDF recruitment portal at recruitment.updf.go.ug. Applicants will be required to upload their applications accompanied by the following documents: a passport photo, academic documents from recognized institutions, and a national identity card. That will be phase 1. In phase 2, there will be a shortlist and a display of identified candidates, and this will be done from 1st to 14th July 2026. A shortlist of successful candidates will be published on the UPDF website and displayed at the respective city and district headquarters. Phase 3, we have the physical recruitment conducted by UPDF recruitment teams, and this will start from 20th July up to 1st August 2026. Physical recruitment will be conducted countrywide, covering all districts and cities. The specific dates will be communicated in due course, and shortlisted candidates will be required to report individually to their assigned recruitment centers for physical and medical interviews. The shortlisted candidates must bring the following requirements: A. Handwritten application bearing recommendations from the LOC1, LOC2, LOC3, and GISO or DISO. For those who may not know, GISO is the Gombolola Internal Security Officer, and the DISO is District Internal Security Officer. They should also carry their national identity card or be in possession of their national identification number. They should also have original and copies of their academic documents, and graduate documents from universities must be certified. They will also carry with them 3 colored passport size photographs. Each successful applicant will be issued an introduction card which must be presented upon arrival at the assigned training centers on the stipulated dates. Target categories of the recruitment exercise. As I earlier pointed out, we are recruiting across a range of all professional fields and general recruits. And the target categories include the following. Alpha general recruits, aged between 18 and 22 years of age. 1. Regular forces. Applicants must hold a Uganda Certificate of Education obtained in either the year 2024 or 2025. Again on regular forces, but with candidates in possession of the Uganda Advanced Certificate of Education in Arts. The applicants must hold a Uganda Advanced Certificate of Education in Arts subject combinations obtained either in 2024 or 2025, with at least 2 principal passes and a minimum score of 10 points in a single sitting. Regular forces candidates with Uganda Advanced Certificate of Education in science subjects. Applicants must hold a Uganda Advanced Certificate of Education in sciences obtained in either 2024 or 2025 with at least 2 principal passes and a minimum of 8 points in a single sitting. Subject combinations set at A level must align with core science disciplines, and these include physics, mathematics, chemistry, biology, technical drawing, or agriculture. The second category of recruitment falls under Information, Communication and Technology, ICT, and the personnel should be aged below 25 years of age. Number 1, for the ICT field, applicants must hold a bachelor's degree in IT-related fields, including telecommunication engineering, information technology, information systems, software engineering, computer science, or cyber and information technology. Number 2, applicants holding a diploma in IT-related fields, including telecommunication engineering, information technology, information systems, software engineering, computer science, or cyber and information technology. That's category number 2. I started with general recruitment, recruits, and now I've talked about ICT, and the third category of professionals we are looking to recruit are the engineering and logistics personnel. Engineering and logistics personnel. Applicants under this cohort must hold a bachelor's degree with at least second class upper division in land survey, quantity survey, architecture, mechanical engineering, electrical engineering, or civil engineering. Eligible candidates must be below the age of 30. Number 2, applicants holding diplomas with credits or certificates and possessing at least 3 years of practical experience in land survey, quantity survey, architecture, drafting, electrical, air conditioning and refrigeration, carpentry, painting, welding, or plumbing. And candidates in this category must be below 28 years of age. Number 3, applicants holding diplomas with credit or certificates and possessing at least 3 years of practical experience in firefighting, search and rescue, light and heavy vehicle repairs, including general mechanics, panel beating and spraying, wiring and tire management and maintenance, truck and heavy duty equipment operation, or role driving, eligible candidates must be below 28 years of age. The fourth category of professionals we are looking to recruit, ladies and gentlemen, are aviation professionals for the Uganda People's Defense Air Force. Candidates must have qualifications relevant to the Air Force, and these include: 1. Pilot instructors holding a private pilot license, commercial pilot license, and instructor rating, with a background of science combination at A level and 2 principal passes. They should be below the age of 35. 2. Qualified pilots with a private pilot license, commercial pilot license, instructor rating, with a background of science combination at A level with 2 principal passes. Age is below 30. Aircraft maintenance engineers with a diploma in aircraft maintenance specializing in either engine and airframe or avionics with 2 principal passes at A level. They should be aged below 30 years. Qualified air traffic controllers with any rating and a background of a Bachelor of Science degree with either mathematics or physics. They should be below the age of 30 years. And number 5, on the category of aviation professionals, we are looking to recruit meteorologists with a Bachelor of Science degree or diploma in meteorology with a background of physics, economics, mathematics, chemistry, and geography. They should be below 25 years of age. Ladies and gentlemen, we also recruit health services personnel to the Uganda People's Defense Forces this year and in this particular recruitment drive. And applicants under health services must have a cumulative grade point average of 3.0 or above and hold a valid annual practicing license. They must also meet the following requirements. Number 1, specialist medical doctors aged below 35 years. Applicants must hold a master's degree in oncology, cardiology, radiology, medicine and surgery, neurology, ophthalmology, ENT, ear, nose and throat, anesthesia, pediatrics, psychiatry, orthodontics, urology, internal medicine, family medicine, or medical emergency. Number 2, under health services personnel, we also require specialist pharmacists, and they must hold a master's degree and be below 35 years of age. We also recruit medical officers, and they must hold a Bachelor of Medicine and a Bachelor of Surgery degree and be below the age of 30 years. We also recruit dental surgeons. They must hold a Bachelor of Dental Surgery and be aged below 30 years. We also recruit nurses who should be below the age of 28 years. The category of nurses includes specialist nurses, and the applicants must hold a master's degree in critical care, pediatrics, or palliative care. We also recruit nurses with a diploma, and they should have qualifications in critical care, pediatrics, palliative care, psychiatry, or emergency. We will also recruit nurses with certificate in dialysis, psychiatry, and intensive care. And the last category of health services personnel will be allied health workers aged below 28 years of age. Allied health specialists. In this area, applicants must hold a master's degree in cytotechnology, optometry, chiropractic medicine, speech and language therapy, anesthesia, physiotherapy, or dental technology. Degree holders in cytotechnology, optometry, chiropractic medicine, speech and language therapy, anesthesia, physiotherapy, or dental technology will also be welcomed. We also target diploma holders in ear, nose, and throat with qualifications in pharmacy, physiotherapy, ophthalmology, clinical psychiatry, and public health promotion. Other categories of medical workers should all be aged below 30 years, and they will include clinical psychologists who must hold a master's degree in the field, health informatics who must hold a master's degree in the field, the holders of Bachelor of Science in Health Information, and lastly, we also require biomedical engineers. They should possess a bachelor's degree in biomedical engineering, and those with diplomas will also be considered. Certificate in pathology and mortuary techniques will also be recruited, and we also require health records and information management personnel who must hold a diploma in the field and be aged below 28 years of age. Ladies and gentlemen, that was category 4 of our target recruitment drive this year. The next category we'll be looking to recruit into the UPDF include legal practitioners who should be aged 30 years and below. Applicants must be advocates of the High Court of Uganda and subordinate courts with a minimum of 5 years of legal practice. That is as far as the legal practitioners field is concerned. We are also looking for graduate teachers aged 23 to 30 years. Under the category of graduate teachers, we will need secondary school teachers holding a bachelor's degree in sciences with education, possessing valid teachers' registration certificates from the Ministry of Education and Sports, and they should also possess the required teaching combination subjects such as biology and chemistry, physics and mathematics, physics and chemistry, chemistry and mathematics, physics and ICT, biology and physical education. We will also seek to recruit primary school teachers, and they must possess a bachelor's degree in primary education. Ladies and gentlemen, we also recruit and encourage talented sports men and women aged between 18 and 30 years. Talented sportsmen and women are encouraged to apply. The minimum education requirement is a Uganda Certificate of Education. If you are a talented sportsman or woman and you have participated in any national organized sports events with evidence, that will be an added advantage before our recruitment teams. The other category, about to end this, but the other category are social scientists or humanists who should be aged between 20 and 25 years. Applicants must hold a bachelor's degree in special needs, community-based rehabilitation, social work and social administration, social sciences, or psychology, such as counseling psychology, community psychology, general or applied psychology, organizational psychology, or industrial psychology. And lastly, ladies and gentlemen, in our targeted recruitment drive, we also seek out musicians. Musicians for our marching band and the jazz live band, who should be aged between 18 and 24 years. Applicants in this field must possess musical knowledge and practical ability on at least one instrument or vocal skills. The minimum qualification is a Uganda Certificate of Education or its equivalent. A music certificate, ability to read music notations, and prior performance experience will be considered an added advantage. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm coming to the end of this quite lengthy recruitment announcement, but there's also something I would like to emphasize. Females, they have quotas and we encourage them to join and apply, especially as long as they meet professional qualifications. The UPDF is open. We have always struggled to meet female quotas. If there are females who qualify in all these fields I've read, we encourage them to apply and come and serve their motherland. Number 2, recruitment into the UPDF is completely free of charge. I repeat, recruitment into the UPDF is completely free of charge, and no agents or intermediaries are involved in the process. Any cases of fraud must be reported to the nearest police station, district internal security officer, or UPDF unit, and will take the appropriate action. The last important notice is that presentation of forged or falsified documents is a criminal offense and shall result in arrest and prosecution in accordance with the law. I'll also repeat that presentation of forged or falsified documents is a criminal offense and shall result in arrest and prosecution in accordance with the law. Fellow Ugandans, through you, our media houses, the Uganda People's Defense Forces invites all qualified, disciplined, and patriotic Ugandans to take advantage of this opportunity to serve their country. We wish all applicants success and look forward to welcoming new members into a service built on discipline, patriotism, and Pan-Africanism. I thank you.
Thank you very much.
Are also accessible. It should run this weekend and up to Monday next week. But also our public relations teams are fanning out across the country to share the same information.
Okay, I find it going to because
some people may not turn up in some areas as expected. In my very opening statement, I said that the Uganda National Population and Housing Census 2024 will inform the recruitment quotas for the respective cities and districts of Uganda. There is a lot of calculations involved here, according to population densities and so on and so forth, implying that, for example, a city like Wakiso in central Uganda may not be comparable to some other district in the north, in the east, or even other parts of the country in terms of population density. So when we are calculating, we put that into consideration. But we also know that Wakiso is quite a metropolitan area, and there are many people who live in Wakiso, not just Baganda. But we try as much as possible to ensure, and keeping in line with the requirement of the Constitution of the Republic of Uganda, that the Uganda People's Defense Forces will be national in character. We have over the years followed that guidance of the Constitution, and we recruit across the region to make sure that the UPDF remains national in character. It is true there might be irregularities in the recruitment process, like I've pointed out, but once those irregularities are identified, the perpetrators will be identified, arrested, and prosecuted in accordance with the law. What we need are young, enthusiastic Ugandans with the relevant qualifications. They should turn up with all those recommendations I have read. In addition, for instance, we recruit you with the recommendation of the LOC1, LOC2, and 3 from the area in which you live. So the process starts below. What the LOC recommends to us is what we go with, and these are your elected representatives. If someone comes with an LOC1 later, and 2 and 3, and this one and this one, who am I to say this person is not a resident of this area or district? As a recruitment officer, it becomes very challenging. And again, as you know, as per the laws of Uganda, Ugandans are free to live wherever they wish in this country. Thank you. Under social scientists and humanities, I talked of applicants aged between 20 and 25 years who must hold, for instance, a bachelor's degree in special needs, community-based rehabilitation, social work and social administration, social sciences of psychology, community psychology, general applied psychology, organization psychology, or industrial psychology. By the way, I am a journalist by professional training. Are you aware? Or you don't know? So I'm here, and I have many other colleagues. For the case of the UPDF, for instance, we have a defense press unit. It is full of journalists, but we also have our regional-based public information officers, and their media cells. They are all journalists, either professional or by practice. So if you are a journalist, you are welcome, my sister, and any other one. But we are a bit strict on age, because the army is not for Abagurusi. You know Abagurusi? Old people. So we want young people. Because the training alone is not for the faint-hearted. Yeah, let her come, and we shall mold her up very, very nicely. Yeah.